Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Oh, we're back on fire now at Asshole Consulting. I thought you guys didn't love me. Like, Thanksgiving just came and like, it was nothing. Like, you guys had family or something going on. So, anyway, it actually built up. Now we're booming. Hey, Aaron. I'm currently in college and doing well in my classes, and on weekends I work a menial job getting paid $10 an hour. I work on the sales floor organizing shelves and helping customers for a corporation that I will not name. We won't mention because I'll tell you here in a second. To say the least, I dislike my job. I go to my shifts, I am on time, and I work, but I don't really work hard at all. Every weekend for 14 hours, my brain rots more so than playing a video game, because if I was playing a video game, I would at least be challenged. I know you always say, don't try until you're 35. Of course, I've been following that. During my shifts, I would go to the restroom in the back room every hour and read a book on my phone for 10 to 20 minutes. I'll just stand around and talk to my coworkers at times, flirt with female coworkers, and generally try to avoid work when my managers aren't around. One more extreme instance was this past weekend where I worked long shifts without much sleep. I was so exhausted that I went to the bathroom at work and napped for 30 minutes on the toilet. Is this a shitty thing to do? Probably, and feel free to yell at me at this, but I just plain don't give a shit about my job. Ultimately, I do get the work done, albeit at a slower pace than my fellow employees. I have watched some of my coworkers kiss the manager's asses, try to work as hard as they absolutely can, or to get some kind of supervisor position, but I know this is all in vain because they're going to be doing that for years and still haven't gotten anywhere. The other night, my parents asked how my job was going, and I told them just what I have told you. They, of course, were upset. They said my performance report was going to be subpar. I would not be promoted to supervisor, and future employers would contact my managers and know that I was a bad employee. My bullshit detector started going off, and I dismissed these ideas. I don't think any future employer will really give a shit about what I did at this retail job. I'm currently looking at for a new job, doing some kind of public desk job at work at my university or security guard. But in the meantime, I am stuck with this. Anyway, here are my questions for you to address since I know you have real-world experience. Would my performance at my current job actually matter if I put it on my resume, and do future employers contact old employers? Do performance reports matter? Not at my retail job, but in the future when I'm actually doing something relevant to my degree. Is it wrong to be doing what I'm doing? Shoot me a price and I will pay. Thanks, and we won't mention his name. Okay. Will your performance at your current job actually matter if you put it on your resume, and do future employers contact old employers? Yes and no. Right now you're at such a menial job and you're so early on in your career, I wouldn't even bother putting this on your resume because, yeah, future employers will contact past employers to see how you're doing. And since you're doing a shitty job, your employers know this compared to the other ass-kissers. And they may be ass-kissing, but they're doing a better job than you. And they have every metric at this corporation measuring you. I guarantee you they do. So it will affect you in the short term, but like once you graduate from college, I wouldn't even bother putting this shit on your resume because it's just going to take up precious space. So you should have internships or something pertaining more to your job. Do performance reports matter? Not in my retail job, but in the future when I'm actually doing something relevant to my degree. No, because performance reports largely are bullshit. And the reason why is that you'll never get a perfect score or a good score. There's always going to be room for improvement. I have never heard of anyone getting a satisfactory, good, or excellent job review. There's always room for improvement. It's the oldest fucking baby boomer trick in the world. And in that regard, you can largely disregard them. If they say, God, you're fucking up, we're about to fire you, yeah, then you might want to pay attention to it. But in general, like for progress and advancement, no. Is it wrong to be doing what I'm doing? Yeah, it is. Look, dude, when I say don't try it until you're 35, what I'm saying is like don't put your heart and soul into it and like think your future is with this employer. All right? You always find whoever's going to give you a better deal. You don't put your heart and soul into these low-level positions. But, dude, you don't fucking sleep on the job, okay? And you don't fucking read books. Look, here's what you young people got to get through your head, and I had to get this through my head too. No job is rewarding. None. You have these ideas like I did, like, okay, there's going to be a rewarding job because you've been lied to. You've been lied to by your parents, your teachers, your guidance counselors, media, all this other bullshit. You think that there's some job out there that's going to be intellectually rewarding and stimulating. There isn't. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you're like, oh, okay, I'm here to fucking waste my life and they're going to pay me money for wasting my life. Right? Now, you trying to avoid this work, it's just, you're just never going to succeed, and they're going to fire you, and this attitude you have is damaging, because Whereas I'm not saying, do not try until you're 35. I mean, don't put your heart and soul in it. Go to school. That's where your emphasis should be. But if you're going to go work at this place, at least do the best job you can. I would almost say, try and make it fun, because you're basically a stock boy, okay? To make the time go by, make it a game, do something like where you can, you got to stock the shelves, make it a challenge. Don't try to find ways not to work, because that's even more draining and tiring than if you just got the hustle and you go. And it's dishonest. It's like, well, what the fuck? They didn't pay you to sleep. And I don't care how inefficient it is. I understand, if you're getting more into a business, or not business, an office job, where they just can't keep up with you. You get your work done and they got nothing else. That will commonly happen because the younger people are a little bit more tech savvy than the older people, and the older people, I don't like Excel. We had abacus in our days. So you run circles around that, but you're still getting your work done. Here, you're barely getting your work done. You're sleeping, and it's basically physical labor. There's always something else to do. Now, I'm not saying don't go into the ass kissing racket and trying well, geez, can I do da-da-da? But Jesus Almighty, I would be stocking shelves as best I could just to make the time go by. Also, I'd see if you can listen to headphones, or I understand it's tedious, and they probably won't let you do it, so you just got to sit there and stock shelves. But if you could listen to a podcast or something, that'd be great. Yes, go and get a job as a security guard or something like that. But in the meantime, look, you don't have to work at this job. I mean, work part-time. If it's that tiring for you, just drop down to 4 hours a day, or maybe 10 hours a week. Say, look, I'll come in, but this is boring and all that. But yeah, dude, your attitude with this, oh, fuck it, there's a better job. No, there isn't. The only job you will ever be mentally challenged and stimulated at will be self-employment. That's it. Because when you go work for somebody else, you are their bitch. That is how it works. And they give you the shit jobs they don't want to do, no matter how high-ranked you are. When I was a fucking vice president, I was doing faxing, I was doing filing, I was filling out these tedious, mind-numbing fucking bullshit where we basically had to go to the taxpayer and say, give us the money that you promised us for the, the SBA, the Small Business Administration. That was my job. I'm a vice president, and I'm fucking filling out forms to get our money back. 13-page forms. Most mind-numbing, tedious bullshit. You know what? I just fucking did it. Got my fucking paycheck. Gave him the fucking finger and told him to fuck off the day after. I was there for a year and I got my fucking bonus. That was it. And I was done. But when I was there, I would do it. I would work, because God Almighty, if you're trying to avoid work, oh, that is so mentally draining. So yeah, that's what you're doing. I'd say you've gone the other way. That's morally wrong. You're cheating out your employer. All right, you give them the best go. If they screw you over, okay, fine, no loyalty. Then maybe screw them back. But right now, you didn't even give it one shot. You're like MGTOWs, like the Virgin MGTOWs, the ones on the internet, not the ones actually riding motorcycles. You're like, well, fuck it, the girl would probably say no anyway, so fuck her. I'd never go out with her. I don't need that. Showed her. It's like, dude, you didn't even give it a shot. Okay. So don't be an intellectually dishonest douche. Fucking put in your time, do the work, try and find a way to make the time go by, and if they screw you over or whatever, fine, that's to be expected. But yeah, I don't even bother putting this on your resume, because I could tell you they probably would not speak highly of you. And the only way they would speak highly of you is to get rid of you. That's all I got. Toodles.